Yo!
Seriously, how did we never hear of this band before?
No idea. Are you ready? I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna get right into it. There's this band called, well, your band is Sleep Token, but this is Sleep Fury. Mm-hmm. The name of this song is Static. I heard that they're like a little bit, different, whatever. So, not usually a band that we check out, but we're gonna get right into it. Let's go. Sleep Fury, Static, Vin and Sori, let's go.
Everything is just so.
Oh shit! Okay. This is like some party shit.
Yeah.
Lost in the noise and I can't turn it off. The chaos spreads and it's getting louder. I run to escape, but it's never enough. It keeps chasing me, it's erasing me again. In my head, but I don't know. Light it up and watch it go. I shut it out, but it all comes back again. Every day it takes control, even worse when I'm alone. Can't turn it off, cause it just gets louder. So turn it off, cause I'm losing my mind. All the voices and these noises, all I can find. Is it real? Can I keep up the fight? When the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide.
Let me find out.
And now I'm screaming over and over again. I just can't stop the overstimulation. Time runs out before it ever begins, and the peace becomes a prison in the end. In my head, but I don't know. Light it up and watch it go. I shut it out, but it all comes back again. Every day it takes control, even worse when I'm alone. Can't turn it off, cause it just gets louder. So turn it off, cause I'm losing my mind. All the voices and these noises, all I can find. Is it real? Can I keep up the fight? When the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide. Giving up, giving in, there's nowhere to go. Nothing helps, just leave me alone. So turn it off, cause I'm losing my mind. When the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide.
Okay. Let me find out.
You push me apart and I can't shut it out. The silence turns to violence in the middle of nowhere. Fading to black, is it all over now? Why is everything so loud?
Turn it off, cause I'm losing my mind. All the voices and these noises, all I can find. Is it real? Can I keep up the fight? When the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide. Giving up, giving in, there's nowhere to go. Nothing helps, just leave me alone. So turn it off, cause I'm losing my mind. When the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide.
Everything is just so.
Wow.
Okay.
Seriously, how did we never hear of these people?
I've never heard of this band before.
What?
Shamira, we definitely need to see this band live. We also do
Yes.
coverages. Holy smokes, man.
This would be, this is gonna go on my running playlist, actually.
Yeah, like
Definitely a moving song.
This is some, like, okay, how do I say this? A lot of the songs that we cover have heavy subject matter. Say
That's
it that.
true.
Would you say
No,
it
that's
that
true,
way?
yeah.
It's heavy subject matter, but it's like, sometimes it's like oppressive.
100%.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it's
Sometimes that's what the artists want. That's what
most
they're going
times
for.
it seems like
Yeah.
they're trying to oppress a brother, which is, fine. Like if you feel oppressed, whatever. But like this band is doing something a little bit different because they're able to talk about the shit that's bothering them.
Yeah, but they were keeping it like light in a way. Then they did the clean vocals.
Well,
in there.
it's still kind of like a party feel.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like when
You know what
you
I'm
get
saying?
together with a bunch of people and you're feeling like not very good, but then when you get together with your people, then you're like feeling better. It sort of feels like it's like that. It's like everybody's still coming together, but there's still like a party atmosphere going on.
Yeah, it looked like these guys like figured something out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
like I don't want to call it like party metal or something like that. Although it might be a one-off. They might have been like, yo, let's have some fun with this song, yada yada yada. I don't know. But if it was, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Well, I think that's a good way of categorizing it though. Party metal.
Party metal.
I don't think. Remember when we first started the channel and you put all those different ways? You just invented something. Party metal.
Party metal in this
That's
bitch.
right.
They are saying something though. Everything is just so loud, lost in the noise. I can't turn it off. The chaos spreads. It's getting louder. I run to escape, but it's never. Bro, honestly, that's one of the reasons I shut down my Twitter, bro. Like I didn't shut it down, but you can set a 1 minute limit on Twitter, and I've done that. And you're really good at policing. I was watching a video, so I had to like extend it because I was watching a video. You're like, did you extend your Twitter?
I was like, that looks like it's going a bit longer than his 1 minute.
Is your Twitter? But I seriously did it, and it's been good for my mental health, man. Seriously good for my mental health because it's overwhelming sometimes, and it's beyond frustrating. I don't even like. It's also he talks about voices plural. It's not like before. Like our parents grew up with, it was just the media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now with social media or anti-social media, you have what the media says about a given thing, and then you have the comment sections, which are horrible.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're almost bombarded with it because you have like, you might plan, like before it was if you sat down to watch the news, you were expecting to see something from the news, what's going on. But when you go onto Facebook, maybe you don't necessarily know that you're going to see something horrible.
That is
You might
true.
be going on just because you're trying to see pictures of what
That
your
is
friends
very
up to.
true.
And like that shock factor, like literally happened to me today. I'm sitting down, I'm eating breakfast with my kids, and they started talking amongst themselves. I picked up my phone just to scroll for a couple of minutes, and when I did, like literally saw the Palestinian babies and everything, the food being withheld from them, and that it's a state of starvation right now, and that the UN was getting involved and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could not believe what I was reading and what I was seeing, and it was just like contrasted with the fact that I just cooked like these eggs and cheese and milk for my kids. In fact, today I had given them 2 separate drinks, a tea and a milk, and I'm like, here are my kids, this smorgasbord of food in front of them, and all these kids over there are starving to friggin' death.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And that's why, like, and people, they'll say things, and I understand, like, why do you get political? And it's like, I don't even know if the term political is even a category anymore, because politicians, sports stars, Joe down the street, YouTube stars, rock stars, they're all on the same forum. And you get, like, there's a story once or twice a week that's gonna dominate.
Yeah.
Last week it was Kanye with the Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's like a politician has to weigh in, and he talks about it. He talks about like the overstimulation. He says, now I'm screaming over and over again. I just can't stop the overstimulation. Time runs out before it ever begins, and the peace becomes a prison in the end. And it's like, I don't know what this dude's talking about. It might be, hey, we're big rock stars, we made it, and now like you're completely overstimulated, you can't stop. But in our world, it's kind of, I see a lot of people experiencing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, what I appreciate about this band, and you could tell also in the video, there was like a party feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
But it wasn't like they were talking about nothing.
Our kids hear a lot of the songs that we play, but like, we had Little Man, and he was like, dance. And he's like, I'm dancing. Like it was. You gotta find a way to balance all that shit out. And there was like a communal aspect in the video itself.
Yeah.
Like they were like right in the, because a lot of times a band is just by themselves. well, a lot of bands that we listen to are like in the forest and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you playing in the forest? But like, but this was like they were just in with their people and jumping together and all that.
And
like,
the lighting itself was sort of like bright, like
it was nightclubby.
yeah.
Yeah, it was nightclubby and it was like celebratory. And I was in a therapy group one time and they were talking about coping mechanisms and they were like, music, you know, and I'm like, yeah.
It depends on how you use it.
Yeah. Like, I was like in a stretch where I was listening to some pretty dark music for hours on end. And it didn't really put me in necessarily the best place. And it's tough because, you know, life is difficult and, you know, there are challenges. So you can't pretend everything is good and music reflects that. But it can't always be minor chords all the time.
Yes,
you know?
sometimes you shouldn't have a soundtrack to your mood. It makes it significantly worse. I don't
know if I agree with that per se. I just think that, like, there are different ways to interpret what your mood is. That's the thing. Like,
I was angry, super angry one time, and I had a song on that was super angry, and I feel like I just like opened up myself to the song to just like feel the and
yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
that's why I'm saying there are that was not the right song for that time period. I mean,
you got to pick your battles. Yeah, I shut it out. It all comes back again. Turn it off because I'm losing my mind. Are the voices and the noises all that I can find? Is it real? Can I keep up the fight when the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide? It pulls me apart and I can't shut it out. The silence turns to violence in the middle of nowhere, fading to black. Is it all over now? Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to figure out a way to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like they've used their music to accomplish that. You know, so shout out to this band though, for real.
yeah, it's interesting because I was outside yesterday and I was thinking about like coping and like how people use different things to cope with stuff, you know, whether it's drugs or it's music or it's, you know, like some people take a walk in the woods, like, and I was thinking about like healthy copes versus unhealthy ones and how important spirituality is, whether or not people realize it. Like whenever my cope didn't help me spiritually, it wasn't a good one. Let's
deep.
Not forget that we have a spirit.
That's deep.
Yeah.
We're gonna review more songs from this band, but if they're like this, then they're gonna be a problem. I just can't believe, literally legit, I cannot believe that
Yeah.
people aren't going
Well,
crazy
you know
about this
what?
band
Like,
right now.
our village introduces music to us all the time, and so here you are. We
Here you
presented
are.
party metal for you.
Happy birthday! We're giving you party metal, you miserable people. 9.8 for me. 9.8 for me. 9.8 for me.
9.75.
9.75.
For me.
Well, if it makes it to my personal playlist, it's at minimum a 9.8. Shout out to
Wait,
Sleep.
what did I just say? I said
You
9.75.
said 9.75.
Yeah.
You can round that up to 9.8, but
All right, I'm gonna round it to
you're
9.8.
Go
I'll do it.
ahead,
Because
just
it's
go ahead and be
It's
go ahead and be
also
difficult.
going on my playlist.
Go ahead and be difficult. Yelling all it's like 12:21 a.m. This woman's out here yelling, not worrying about her neighbors. This is how we do it. Then out.
Sorry, out.
Oh, one more thing. These dudes are going on tour.
Yeah,
Check it out. Yeah. And we're going to see them for free.
Hit us up.
Then out.
Sorry, out.
Go.
Everything is just so